neighbor, would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you.
Patdees 72 here. Here's look how I have these. I have a Ford Freestyle, actually my wife's. I have the books packed in here, but this represents about 700 books that I got today. And guess what? I got them for free. As long as I picked them up, I had to box them up. It was in an antique shop. It took me about an hour and a half to load this because of boxing all this stuff up and you know, getting it. But let me show you in here. I mean, lots of, and they're good books, you know, at the end of the day. And some of this money, some of the books I sell, I'll donate for my breast cancer foundation to help other men with breast cancer. And, you know, and then I'll sell some of them on my page. And hey, at the end of the day, even if 200 books are good at $5, that's $1,000. So, you know, even if it takes, I get these unloaded and to get them listed and go through them, even if it takes 40 hours, $25 an hour for $1,000. I'm actually going to go back tomorrow. The lady said she wouldn't hold none, so if other people, I found these on Facebook Marketplace, but you know, she said she took down because I took so many, and which she didn't care. It was funny because I was talking to her in Small World because they used to own the building. They used to rent to Subway, so they knew some of the people that I knew from when we owned Subway. So. But I wanted to show you, you know, some people wouldn't be bothered with books or because of the time or the lugging, and frankly, sometimes you have to take the good with the bad because some of the books aren't going to be worth nothing. You know, some of those books you're going to donate to Goodwill or Salvation Army, or you might even have to throw away. You know, what I did try to avoid today was taking any paperback books. So if I was going to take books, I was going to take the better quality hardcover books. So I just wanted to show you that. I'll show you more later on. Please like and subscribe to the video, or actually our channel. You can't subscribe to the video because if you subscribe to the channel, you'll see the. But a little tongue-tied here. I'm getting ready to do Instacart, so I'm kind of chilling right now in the parking lot, loaded up with this. I tell you, it's a little windy here in Pennsylvania. I mean, actually in Dixon City, Pennsylvania, right next to Scranton, and the tires were a little, like that tire's a little, probably, you know, 700 books. You know, there's easily, you know, 700, 800 pounds worth of books here. So I'm going to unload them later, and I'll kind of show you a little bit of the process. This will be one of the videos that I do. But, hey, I look for opportunity. Hey, free, you know, yeah, it requires a little grunt work and stuff, but it'll work. All right, guys, thanks for checking this out. There'll be more to come. Thanks. Bye. Okay, this is Patdees 72. This is my second load of books and the guy even gave me he had shelves and stuff, and this was a good solid wood shelf, so he asked me if I wanted it. I said sure, I'll take it, and I could use it for something. I liked it because it's solid, it's locked in there. So, but what a workout. But you know, some of this is junk. I mean, I got the tail end of what I didn't get yesterday, magazines and stuff, but I want to show you. I mean, the car is full again. I got the car actually washed today. It was a mess because of the snow and weather, but this is a Ford Freestyle. We have about 190,000 miles on it actually too. And but look how filled the car is. I don't want to open this door because I don't want stuff to fall out. There's some magazines in there probably aren't worth nothing. I mean, there were some magazines in there, though. I thought, you know, sometimes I've seen magazines, especially collectors magazines or guns magazines, certain things that you put a couple of them together and you still get a couple bucks. So probably about another 300 books, I think, and I made a contact, and so I got about 1,000 books. I'll show you when I unload them at home in my garage what the pile looks like, but this will give me some work for a while. All right, Patdees signing off. Patdees 72 actually, but if you forget the 72, that's fine. Just keep following our channel. Please like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. here I am. Wednesday night. Yesterday I showed you part of the video clip earlier. Showed the 700 books. I got another like 3. So I have over 1,000 books. Probably even a bunch of magazines too, which probably aren't worth much. But see, the garage is a little messy and stuff. But could still fit a car, one of our short cars in here. But I mean, there you could see 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably at least 40. And even the guy, those car parts back there are actually car parts that I'm going to list for a guy that has a shop. That'll be another video I talk about, but another opportunity that was presented to me. I mean, that one grill there, it's worth about $400. That Cadillac Escalade grill. But you know, I was at the guy's shop and he says, "Oh, you want one of those shelves?" And I was kind of surprised he'd ask me. And I said, "No, I'm not sure if it'll fit in the, you know, the vehicle," because I knew I had all these books. And I said, "If not, I'll pick it up tomorrow." But then I kind of figured out, you know, why run back, spend like $8 in gas. So, you know, I figured out that I could slide that across the top of the books and, you know, have an SUV. So, but this is the book haul that I got. And what, you know, one thing and I'm going to talk about is, you know, I made a connection with a guy because I answered a Facebook Marketplace ad that I never knew the guy. I mean, small world. He was a landlord one time of a Subway owner, and we used to own a Subway franchise. So we talked and we shared some stories about. So he was familiar with the brand and what we've done, and I told him what we're doing. And he's been in the business for 37 years, selling antiques, and he buys out houses. But you know, as we got talking, I said to him, he goes, you know, he'll buy out houses of estates and stuff like that too, and resell that stuff. And you know, he said about getting a dumpster sometimes for some stuff. And I said, look, you know, and he says, yeah, I just don't want to deal with books anymore. They're too heavy, and you know, there's not a whole lot. You know, there isn't a whole lot of money in books, but there is a whole lot of money. Meaning, maybe half these books are worth nothing. Maybe the other half, you know, out of 1,000 books, maybe 500 of them are worth $4 or $5 a piece. That's $2,000. Now, it took me, I was there today, roughly, it took me about 4 hours the past 2 days at the shop because they were not boxed up. I had to go behind. He had some other stuff set up, and I had to go behind and sneak through, and you know, he had narrow walkways and stuff like that. You know, luckily I was only parked maybe about 15, 20 feet away from the door, but it was windy and stuff like that. And, you know, they had it out there that if anybody else wanted to pick up books. Luckily, I mean, they said somebody picked up some, but the last 2 days, you know, I told them, look, if no one comes back, you know, yesterday I'd be back today, which I did. I went back, and they even had some garbage there. And the guy, you know, I said, look, these are like, there was like one phone book and just a couple books that were a little bent and moldy that I just, you know, not many. I pretty much took everything. I would probably say even probably 5% of this, probably about 50 of these books are not going to be good because, you know, they're just too worn or something like that. But, you know, you can't be, oh, I want this book. Oh, I don't want this book. Don't, you know, pick and choose. The guy, you know, the guy's willing to help you out and basically give you the stuff. You're not going to complain about the shape of the books. So I'm gonna go through these and see which ones are clean and good and see what they rank on Amazon, you know, since I have an Amazon account. And some of these I'll sell. Some of these I'll sell in on eBay. I mean, here's one of the books. Some of the books, I mean, are in great. I mean, look at this, Paula Deen, great shape. Yeah, I mean that book. I mean, some of the book. I mean, look at that. There's no writing. There's no yellowing. So there's a lot of. I even found a lot of owners' manuals as far as. And I know they go for money because I've sold some of those for working on cars and stuff like that. So that'll be a separate video. I'll kind of what I'll do is I'll set it up one day and I'll post a video of you know, kind of coming out here one day, setting up another table here, and kind of going through the books and scanning them and showing what I do and posting them up on you know, Amazon if I had, and then posting them up on eBay. Some of these books now, what I'll do is because of the situation, and I raise money for I'm a breast cancer survivor. I'm going to donate a portion of the proceeds of this stuff to men with breast cancer and stuff, and trying to work out something. So I have that one eBay account. But anyways, going back to what I said, the guy said to me, he goes, a lot of times they clean out things. There's certain things they just don't want, so they get a dumpster. Now, if I can save this guy from getting a dumpster sometimes, or getting a smaller dumpster, that's going to save him some money. But, I told him, look, call me up. There's certain things you don't want. I said, I can even, throw you a couple bucks when I sell the stuff. And, so he took my name and stuff like that. But, it's just a good contact. I mean, there's a lot of work here. I mean, this is probably, honestly, just to go through these and then list these and, eBay and Amazon, it's probably a good 40 hours worth of work here. But you know what? If this nets me $1,000, that's $40 an hour. Or $25 an hour, I'm sorry. $25 an hour. $25 an hour, 40, yep, that's $1,000, yep. I was thinking 40 because 40 hours, But still $1,000, So a week's worth of work at $1,000, hey, I'll take it. I'm not selling enough big ticket items to kind of sit back and say, I don't want to deal with what I call the smalls and stuff like that. I'm willing to, and hey, at the right price, I'm willing to sell anything that's legal online and again, get that connection. Get that connection with that guy that, I mean, he could be throwing, it reminds me when when you're cleaning out these houses, it's like cleaning out storage lockers because you're getting stuff that is whatever's in there. And if you can, man, get this stuff sometimes for pennies on the dollar, it's a win-win situation. Even if you're selling a book for $2, if you only paid a nickel for it, in a sense, it's definitely going to be profitable. Once you get it, to be honest, once you get these books up listed, I mean, they're up there because media is still cheap to send, and but there's a lot of good books here too. So, but that's it. Patdees. I wanted to make a video, showing the haul I got the last 2 days, and just looking for opportunity that is out there that exists. If you want to do the work, if you want to, chase after it and stuff like that. So, all right, well, you can see, I mean, I even got work to do here in the garage because, it seems like the wintertime, the kids use tools and we kind of pile up, and we got to kind of straighten some things up here and stuff. So, part of when you're doing all this, you're kind of hoarding some stuff, and it seems like in a way, but, look, I got those blow molds up there. I got them somewhere, I think pretty cheap. I actually like blow molds. If you watch one of my previous videos, you'll see there's a place locally in our area, the Scranton area, that sets up over 1,000 blow molds for a Christmas display, so it's pretty cool. So, all right, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Patdees72 signing off. Thanks. Bye.
I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?